Racing. It's not a sport. It's a life.
Can you hear my footsteps walking to the beat? But I won't sing your sad song. I cancel, I will keep. I'm the right man in the wrong world. Hey, got lost out on the main road. I'm the right man in the wrong world.
Welcome to the final episode of our series of films on the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, the first season. And we are here at the Curry Motor Speedway for the last two races. And it's a tense time. The championship hangs in the balance, there's 5 points in it. And the question is, can Anish Shetty take the championship? Or can Alvin Xavier pull something out of the hat and take it from him? But honestly, all of this is now just the backdrop for me. Because the time that I've spent here at the track with the racers, watching racing this kind of close, it's been a life-changing journey for me.
I was dragged down by the undertow.
Before the action kicks off, let's look at what the race bike has achieved.
Developing the motorcycle was done with various teams. When all the loose ends had been tied up and we got here for rider selection, we are very pleased that there's been absolutely no failure.
The young Royal Enfield mechanics have had quite a journey too.
चीज़ कुछ सीखने मिली मेरे को। एनफील्ड पे मुझे 3 इयर्स हो गए काम करते हुए। रेस बाइक ये सब मालूम पड़ता है क्या मॉडिफाई कैसा करते हर चीज़ का मालूम पड़ता है। अच्छा गाड़ी।
We have gone for exhaust modification and riding position. We have lightened it. That's it.
There are people who are taking care of your motorcycle, and especially Aspi Sir, who has been so kind enough to take out the screwdrivers and help us out exactly what we need. Kudos to Royal Enfield for having that platform and making it comfortable for everyone.
Everything is managed by Royal Enfield. You just want to come, sit on the bike, just ride and go home. That's it.
We're proud about the way the bikes have performed. We're very proud of the riders, the grid that we had.
You don't wanna see me with no limits. Rise to another level, dream to the finish with a team, independent, yeah. Like we hit you with a cyber truck. We on the rise, man, your time is up. We put in work, you on a pile of luck.
Final round of this 2021 season. It will be fun. I'm pretty excited.
This is a true example to see that my student is being competing with me, which pushes me to learn more and pursue more things.
Yeah, we are good friends too. We used to share many things. He was my coach before.
So basically you're saying that I can either win races or my student will win races, in which case I have a great mentor. So I win every which way.
It's a win-win. No one is friend on the track.
Are you ready for the rise? The rise will be televised. Are you ready for the rise? Are you ready for the rise? Are you ready for the rise? The rise will be televised. Are you ready for the rise? Are you ready for the rise? Are you ready for the rise? The rise will be televised.
Sandeep is a happy racer, but the last round of the season is only his second weekend racing.
Round 3, one of the guys had crashed and he was not coming in, and they called me. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I am 31. There was a small racetrack where I went and just fell in love with it. My father, he's a sales manager in a small town in Odisha. My mom was very supportive about it, and she was in Bangalore when this was happening. Family support, it gives us, even though they cannot help me monetarily, but just the emotional support, it helps us a lot. So I'm an IT professional. My colleagues from abroad, they are really excited more about it compared to my Indian colleagues here.
Sandeep got called back to racing because somebody crashed. The biggest crash happened to one of the nicest guys in pit lane, an extremely driven racer, Lokesh V.
Now I'm 25.
I'm walking the streets.
Mom is a housewife, so we have a business. So we are a container manufacturers.
I'm walking these streets alone.
Last weekend, actually, rider behind me, it was totally his mistake. So when I was in the entering C1, so my whole body was outside. So he banged me from backside without braking.
No.
Lokesh is now just been taken to the hospital.
Racers accept injury with impossible grace and fortitude. Lokesh spoke with the other racer involved in the collision.
So he was very sad. So I thought, okay, anyway, you are a rookie. Even I did the same mistake when I was a rookie. So let it go. Please do not repeat this mistake. So I just put on the TV and I showed the.
Oh, you showed your parents the video?
Yeah. So actually, what happened exactly? So they scolded why you need this? You have a family background business. You can just stop racing. I told no. I am a racer. My happiness is on the track. So I dedicate my life to racing.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
No. What happened there?
So it's very breakup. She told me, you want a racing or you want me? So I just told her, no, I want a race. So she broke up with me and she got married.
Penultimate race of the season, and the racers are getting ready for action. There is tension in the air and lots of planning and strategy.
Everyone has improved upon their lap times compared to the previous practice session from the round 3. So it will be a good fight.
I'm getting my confidence back. So I've qualified in 13. So hope for finishing in 7th or 8th. That is my plan.
First weekend we called it
Tactics.
Second weekend was Apusheri.
Apusheri.
Third weekend was
Sever. Movie.
Boring movie dialogue now.
Yeah. It's all about our mind now. We should control it.
Sorry to interrupt very quickly, because this is what we're here for. 650 cc's, the roar of the engines get unshakable.
Alvin Xavier along with Mika Viduraj taking the race lead.
As soon as the red lights went off, yeah, I went. I got a very good start. I went good. Some guy, he came, he just stopped in front of me.
How was the off-roading experience in middle of the race?
It's actually good. Every time the tank slapper starts, I will think this time I will crash, this time I will. But luckily I didn't crash. Every time I saved it.
The race was completely different. The guy behind me was completely different. Then is where I had to think of the championship.
I wanted to stay behind Anish.
The championship leader now leading this race. He's taken the lead away from Mika Viduraj.
After 6th lap, I guess, I started hand shifting.
What is this with you and hand shifting? When the entire series has happened, every time I talk to you, it's like hand shifting.
Now again another fastest lap, this time from Alvin Xavier.
From 8th lap, the brakes started to came back because the brakes were cold by then. So I finished the race, that's it. I never thought of a leader. I was thinking about guy behind me. Okay. Will he catch me up, that's it.
There was 2 laps to go. I just saw behind. I knew Mika was right behind me. And then I knew he'll definitely make a move.
In that hairpin, I was faster than Anish.
It's a battle between Anish and Mika.
I didn't try to get my bike in or close the door or whatever it is. As soon as I saw the bike, I just let go.
Then on to the final corner of the final lap, he made his move. Did Mika Viduraj, and here you see photo finish and taking the checkered flag.
I thought I might crash, but I took the risk and I went.
And you can see the exultation.
Alvin would be in Mika's place, then I would definitely go for a fight. Because it was Mika, for him there is nothing to lose. And for me, championship it would be in the stake.
It didn't go as planned, but it's a podium.
Especially in the last corners, no. It's like leaning and shifting, no. I can't even do that.
Replace it. No, replace it. Get new leg.
I was getting very bad thighs pain, so I could not catch up them. So maybe in next round, my body is supporting. Actually, I'm damn sure I'll finish at the top 8.
It's not about starting, it's all about finishing.
So the games that you play got nothing on me.
I push and try very hard, but the riders also very fast. Track also very hot.
How low can you finish to win the championship?
I think I can finish a 5th, and even if Alvin finishes first, I'll still win the championship. Tomorrow's race, I just want to enjoy, just be in the bunch and see if there's an opportunity, then try for a podium.
But only one can be the winner. And I'm the winner. Yes, I'm the winner.
Rohit Lad has not been at the front of the races, but his ever-present shades mark him out as the most stylish racer. But his story goes deeper than that.
Riding is my passion. A good friend told me that there's a racetrack wherein you can go ride. That is when I explored this.
Nothing's what it seems, girl.
Apart from this, I'm into the same field of, I run a workshop called as Track Works and running a race team as well. We are competing in national level right now. It's been my 2nd year there. I used to work for a corporate before. After COVID, I thought it's high time that I do something for myself. By practicing, falling down, getting up, that's how we learn basically. There's no way that you are not going to crash and be fast. I'm married, I have 2 kids. One is 6 years old, he's already doing karting. When I'm on the bike, I am me. I'm just, flowing. There's nothing that's stopping me.
You're never ready for Sudhir's story. He's the racer who's doing the impossible. He's extracting more from his life than any of us can.
My name is Sudhir Sudhakar and I am 24 years old and I am from New Delhi. I attended one of the track day sessions and then after a year I got to know a team and then I started practicing with them. When I got the taste of the race, then I decided I will get into it for this.
In nationals, finished couple of podiums, but couldn't get the championship. I had a fracture, clavicle fracture.
So my father is an executive in a semi-government company. It's basically joint plant committee. And my mother used to take tuitions at home. They supported me all the while, so I'm thankful to my parents for sure.
And now, the final race of the season. Everything is on the line. There's nothing to save the Arsenal for. This is it. Make or break. But the drama started before the race itself.
Last corner, he took a racing line, and in racing line we take the last curbs. A bit wider, he all of a sudden turned inside to the pit lane and my front hit his rear and we both fell. It was the worst crash.
This is the second incident. The same thing has been repeated. But this is like worst crash ever in my life. That too entering the pit.
And we were like all over the track. Anfal, he literally flew off the bike and his head had an impact, yeah.
As Anfal and Sudhir exited the last corner to line up on the grid, the unthinkable happened. Anfal didn't even make it to the grid and he found himself hospital bound. And poor Lokesh got caught up in the carnage.
Lights go off and so do the bike. Xavier has moved into second place as we just caught a glimpse of bike number 10 go by ahead.
Even if he gets to the checkered flag first, his fate, his destiny now depends on how Anish Damodar Shetty goes on. And now there's the battle between the two going on already, between Alvin and Anish.
I was there with them like 2 bikes, 3 bikes gap from the start.
I let them go, stay behind, watch them where they are doing mistakes, where I can be stronger than them.
In first lap itself, my front was chattering. If the tires were not this, I would have crashed 100%.
Like although Alvin Xavier makes a comeback, takes the inside line and regains the race lead, but can he hold on to it? That's the big question. Alvin Xavier is back in the lead. And Anish Damodar Shetty is second.
In the last lap, all of a sudden in the first corner, I lost the brakes. It was fully faded away, no brakes, zero brakes.
9 laps gone. This is the 10th and final lap.
In the meantime, Mika Viduraj has now moved up to second. He's overtaken Anish Damodar Shetty.
Going into the final straight.
Alvin Xavier will take the checkered flag. Mika Viduraj coming in second and Anish coming in third.
And the biggest celebration was that of Anish Shetty. You can see him just folding his hands to pray. He was pumping his fists as he crossed the finish line.
And he's enjoying this moment and he should absolutely go on and have a ball now. Burning some rubber, leaving his mark. And that's what you call a perfect circle.
Yes, it's over. A big relief, I must say. And it was run in a very good spirit, so really happy that it went off well.
The races we've seen, the close competition, the camaraderie, the way these guys did the burnouts in the midfield over there, you know, the fanfare, the way they got the cake to express their thanks to the teams at JK and Royal Enfield. So, yeah, I think I'm really happy.
End of the day, it is basically the time you spend on the bike. I definitely trust in the energy of the Almighty. In addition to it, it is that self-confidence which makes me keep my mind in a very stable position so that my focus is completely on what I want to do here.
There's not a single bike that has broken down mechanically.
We did have immense faith in the platform to begin with.
Retro racing means late 60s, early 70s is what we're looking at. If you look at the lap times, they're up with the modern day bikes.
Chalking out plans for next year. What do we do on the bikes? What are we doing with the format? What are we doing with the selections? How do we retain our pros and allow novices to come in? All this is already underway. So yeah, I mean, I can't say I can't wait to get started because we've already got started.
We all think that we are living as hard as we can, that we are squeezing from every moment that we are on earth, everything we can. We don't know the half of it. The young racers, they've shown us what commitment really means, what acceptable risk is, what kind of rewards are worth fighting for. That life, it is not an uncontrollable gamble, it's not pure madness. Hard work, clear goals, and then it's the willingness to chase that dream down, and that's what turns your existence into a rich, vibrant, experience-filled life. This passion, this obsession, this sincerity, it's a breaker of barriers. It will bring your family around to your side, it will make your friends look at you in a completely new way, and then you, the racer, become the role model. So racing, it's not a hobby, it's a fire. Every breath you take fuels that fire, until it's your life. And racing,
the purest way to live.